Something is coming, and it's coming next week. For only the third time in history, an object from another star system is visiting our cosmic neighborhood. But this time, it's different. Some of the world's top scientists aren't just curious. They're terrified, and one in particular is warning us to pay very close attention. So, what is Comet 3I Atlas, and why is its arrival causing such a stir in the scientific community? Stick with me, because what you're about to hear might sound like science fiction, but it's happening right now, above our heads. First, let's get the basics down. 3I Atlas is what we call an interstellar object. Think of it as a traveler that has journeyed for millions, maybe billions of years through the vast, empty darkness between stars, and has now, by sheer cosmic chance, wandered into our solar system. The 3I in its name literally means it's the third interstellar object we've ever confirmed. The first was the strange cigar-shaped object named Oumuamua back in 2017, which baffled scientists. The second was a more conventional-looking comet, 2I Borisov. But 3I Atlas, this one is reigniting a debate that sends chills down the spine of even the most hardened astronomers. The object was detected by the Atlas Survey System. That's the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System in Hawaii. Its job is to find space rocks that could pose a threat to Earth. But what they found was something far stranger. When astronomers plotted its trajectory, they realized it wasn't orbiting our sun. It came from way, way out there, on a path that will eventually fling it back out into interstellar space, never to return. This is a once-in-a-lifetime visitor. So, why the fear? It's not because it's going to hit us. Let's be clear about that. Its closest approach to Earth is still a very safe distance away. The terror comes from what it could be. And to understand that, we need to talk about one of the most controversial and brilliant minds in modern astronomy, Harvard professor Avi Loeb. You might remember Avi Loeb from the Oumuamua incident. While most of the scientific community tried to explain Oumuamua's bizarre characteristics, its shape, its speed, the way it accelerated without a visible comet tail, as natural phenomena, Loeb proposed a radical alternative. He suggested it could be an artifact, a piece of alien technology, a solar sail, a probe, or even space debris from an extraterrestrial civilization. He was widely criticized for this, accused of jumping to sensational conclusions. But now, with 3I Atlas, his theories are coming back into the spotlight, and they're more chilling than ever. Like Oumuamua, 3I Atlas is moving fast. Faster than it should be if it were just a chunk of rock and ice coasting through space. Early observations suggest it might be accelerating in a way that's hard to explain with simple outgassing. Which is what happens when a comet gets close to the sun and its ice turns to gas, pushing it like a tiny rocket. The acceleration seems too controlled, too efficient. This is where Loeb's theory gets really interesting. He argues that we, as scientists, suffer from a failure of imagination. We are so determined to explain everything as a natural rock that we might be missing the most important discovery in human history. What if 3I Atlas isn't a comet at all? What if its high speed and unusual trajectory are not random, but deliberate? What if it's a probe, specifically designed to travel from star to star, gathering data? An alien drone, sent by a civilization far more advanced than our own. Think about it. If you were an advanced civilization looking to explore the galaxy, you wouldn't send a giant, crude starship on a million-year journey. You'd send thousands, maybe millions, of small, fast, autonomous probes. You'd design them to be tough, efficient, and able to use the gravity of stars to slingshot themselves from one system to the next. They might look like rocks or comets to a less advanced species, acting as a perfect camouflage. They could be powered by light sails, pushed by the radiation from stars, which would explain the strange acceleration without a visible gas tail. When 3I Atlas makes its closest approach next week, our most powerful telescopes, from the James Webb to ground-based observatories, will be pointed squarely at it. They will be analyzing the light that reflects off its surface, trying to determine what it's made of. Is it just rock and ice? Or is there a glint of something else? Something manufactured? Are its components natural elements, or are there alloys and materials that don't form in nature? This brings us to the most unsettling part of this story. One of Professor Loeb's colleagues, in a private conversation that was later made public, was quoted as saying something that has haunted the astronomical community. When asked about the upcoming close approach of 3I Atlas, he reportedly said, "I'd suggest you take that vacation you've been planning for the end of the month. See your family, just in case." Now, was he joking? Probably. Scientists have a dark sense of humor. But the comment reveals a deep-seated anxiety, the anxiety of the unknown. We are standing on the precipice of a discovery that could change everything we know about our place in the universe. If 3I Atlas turns out to be just a weird comet, science goes on. But if it shows even the slightest hint of being artificial, then humanity is no longer alone, and we have no idea what the intentions of its makers are. The implications are staggering. Is it a scout, a map maker, or is it something more sinister? We tend to view potential alien contact through the lens of our own movies. Either they come in peace or they come to conquer. But a truly advanced intelligence might not care about us at all. We could be as insignificant to them as an ant colony is to a construction worker building a highway. They might not even notice us as their probe flies by, collecting stellar data before heading off to the next star on its list. Or maybe it's an ancient piece of junk, a derelict craft that has been drifting for eons. The fear isn't about an invasion next week. It's the intellectual terror of facing a reality we are not prepared for. The confirmation that there are older, more powerful intelligences in the cosmos would shatter our religions, our philosophies, and our sense of self-importance. It would be the biggest paradigm shift in human history. Every single thing we thought we knew would be reevaluated. As we count down the days to its closest approach, every new piece of data will be scrutinized. The world's scientists are holding their breath. Are we about to get a fuzzy picture of an interesting rock, or are we about to get the first definitive photograph of extraterrestrial technology? Professor Loeb believes we should prepare for the latter. He urges his peers to be open-minded, to not dismiss the extraordinary possibility just because it's uncomfortable. He argues that assuming it's just a rock is the less scientific approach, because it's an assumption made without evidence. The true scientific approach is to consider all possibilities, especially when the object behaves so strangely. Next week, as you go about your daily life, remember to look up. Somewhere up there, a silent visitor from a distant star is hurtling past our planet. It carries with it the secrets of its long journey, and potentially the answer to the oldest question we've ever asked. Are we alone? The scientists are terrified not of what it will do, but of what it will tell us. The answer is coming, and it's coming soon. Thank you so much for watching. This is a story that is unfolding in real time, and it's one of the most exciting astronomical events of our lifetime. What do you think 3I Atlas is? A natural comet or something more? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to stay updated on this and other mind-bending science stories, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what happens next. Thanks again, and stay curious.